touched a little bit on the Italian performance last night against Spain and what a match that was, all the way to extra time, all the way to penalties. We were talking about Chiellini earlier on, not just putting in brilliant performance after brilliant performance, but we loved the way that just before the penalties and the coin toss, he was just getting into Alba's head. He was picking him up, cuddling him. He was laughing and joking, and it was just for me really entertaining to see him and really funny, because you feel like he's on the biggest stage and it must be a really tense situation, and we just saw the opposite of that from him, Jose.
Because he was not taking a penalty.
Is that it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
As simple as that.
Absolutely.
He could just sit back.
He knew that he was going to be for sure the 10th or even the 11th. So he was out of the pressure. He did his job well. He finished the job, and now the pressure is on you guys. And I am the nice one that is having a laugh.
What a brilliant position to be in, I suppose. When you were watching that match, did you feel a way for a certain team? You know, did you always think that Italy were going to come through that? Or because Spain, after they brought on Morata, was different, wasn't it?
Yeah. I believe that Spain create them great difficulties because they play without a number 9. They played with Del Olmo coming from midfield. They play with Ferran Torres completely wide to fix the fullback, and they play in the opposite side again wide. And the centre backs, both Chiellini, Bonucci, they had no reference. They had no man to mark. Spain had almost an extra player coming from midfield, and Spain was completely in control of the ball possession, and Italy was really in a difficult situation. When they score 1-0, I was not expecting that, and again Spain had a reaction and scored a great goal and took the game to extra time. I felt that Italy yesterday was what Italy used to be in the past years: solid, patient, defensive, and always compact. But Italy until now was not that. Italy until now was much better than that. Italy until yesterday was probably the best team in the Euros, or at least one of the best, playing really well, playing with lots of creation, lots of possession. That triangle in midfield, Verratti, Barella, Jorginho, absolutely fantastic, with the experience of the guys in the back. They were very, very good until yesterday, and I think yesterday they were really in trouble. Spain was really good. I was just a little bit disappointed that in extra time they didn't had a little bit of a different approach, because with so many changes to make, also in extra time, when you have a bench full of different players, you can try a little bit more. And I was feeling, and in England, of course, we know Adama Traore very, very well, and I was just thinking, this guy, he puts the oil on his body,
The baby oil, yeah.
and he goes for the last 15 minutes, last 20 minutes on extra time, where everybody was really in trouble. We could feel guys on cramps. Chiellini completely dead. I thought Adama can come now, and he can destroy. For some reason they didn't. Then they go to extra time, and they go to penalties. I'm sorry, and then on penalties, I think it's an art, because in the end you must have that quality, you must have that emotional control to go there and to take a decision and to take a penalty with huge responsibility. So I don't want to say lucky, unlucky, but anything can happen then.
Jose, do you think that caught Spain by surprise, the way Italy were happy to just concede possession, get men behind the ball, let Spain have possession for 2-3 minutes, and then counter with Immobile, Insigne and Chiesa?
I don't think they wanted to do that. And even I could read in some moments in the game, I could read Mancini words on the touchline, where he was really disappointed in the first half. He was asking the players to have the ball, was asking the players to play. I don't think it was strategic. I think it was just a surprise. Everybody was thinking about Morata playing as the main striker or if not, them to start probably Oyarzabal or something like that as a striker. In the end, they surprised. They played with Olmo as a attacking midfielder. They play Oyarzabal wide on the right and Ferran Torres wide on the left. They fixed the fullbacks, so the fullbacks they couldn't jump. The centre backs, Chiellini and Bonucci, they are only comfortable when they have a position there for them to kill, for them to dominate. And then they had one extra player in midfield, and Spain was always in control. I would say that tactically, strategically better, is better to say strategically, they were very, very good, and the game plan was working very, very well for them. So I don't think Italy wanted to do that. Then Italy adapted to it, and especially when the result was 1-1 and the extra time was coming, and in that moment I believe that Italy was the Italy with the pragmatism, with the know-how. Chiellini and Bonucci, they knew to be in control, they need to be in a low block in that moment. Mancini was bringing then some fresh players to midfield and to attack. And then I think Italy, again I repeat, Italy was taking the game to where they wanted to take.